What's going on, lads? Here we are. We're doing a little bit of a more chillax video. As you guys can see, I'm back in my chair. I've got myself some notepad, some notes down here, what I want to talk about, what's going on, because, you know, as you can tell by the title and thumbnail, this is a little bit of a way too early NBA predictions thing, and you know what? I just thought I'd sit down, have a little chat with you guys, hopefully go through like 10, 12 minutes about just talking about the NBA with you guys. That'd be awesome. If you're new around the channel, be sure to subscribe, like the video, all that stuff. Normally I'm posting my league videos, so if that's something that interests you, go down there and subscribe. That'll be absolutely amazing. If not, every now and then I do sit down and, you know, make a NBA topic video, you know, just about what's going on in the NBA. I sometimes do this. I have thought about making a second channel just for a video a day of like this, or like a video every couple of days when news drops, and I just sit down and talk about it. But nah, I just thought I'd post it on this video. If you guys find it interesting, that would be absolutely awesome. But yeah, as you guys can tell, we're doing way too early NBA predictions. Of course, I welcome you guys leaving comments down below what you guys think should be, what players are going to win awards, where teams are going to end up, what teams are going to do well, what teams are going to be surprising in your eyes. This is a conversational starter, so if you guys want, go leave a comment down there, respond to everyone down in the comments. It will be absolutely awesome to see you guys, you know, talking to each other about the NBA. First off, we're going to talk about the top 8 seeds in the East and the Western Conference. I've got them written down here on my trusty little notepad here that I'm going to be reading off of, and I'll give you a quick reason why. Otherwise, this video is going to go for 12 minutes. Otherwise, this video is going to go for like 20 minutes, and I don't want you guys to sit there and, you know, be bored for 20 minutes hearing me talk about the NBA. But we'll quickly run through it. In the East, I think the East is going to be a lot more easier to predict than the West, because I think in the West there's about 12 or 13 different teams that could be competing for that 7th or 8th seed. I've got down a couple of teams here that I think will make it, but I might be a little bit biased. But there are quite a few teams that could be competing for that 7th and 8th seed, so I'm interested to see what turns out in the Western Conference. I'll go through that in a sec. We'll go to the Eastern Conference though right now. Right now, for the top 8 seeds, I have the Bucks at number 1. I think they're an amazing regular season team. As you guys can tell by the regular season they had last year, they're still going to be an absolutely amazing regular season team. They've brought in Drew Holiday. I think that's going to be a big pickup for them. He's going to definitely help them out, especially on defensive end. Hopefully he helps out in the playoffs, helps Giannis out in the playoffs. That'd be great. But I still have the Bucks being the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. At the 2 seed in the East, I have the Boston Celtics. This is a little bit controversial, but I do think the Celtics are getting much, much better. They're learning how to play together. Remember, last year was Kemba Walker's first season in Boston, still learning the system. So he's only going to get better this season coming. Same with Jason Tatum. He's only going to get better. Jaylen Brown's going to get better. They've brought in Tristan Thompson. I like that signing. Same with Jeff Teague off of the bench. Both those guys are going to help lead the Boston Celtics, and I think they'll be the 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. At the 3, I have the Miami Heat. Pretty self-explanatory. They're just in the NBA Finals. The only reason I put them below the Celtics is because they did lose Jay Crowder in free agency. Yeah, they brought in Avery Bradley, but I think Jay Crowder is just a little bit of a step above Avery Bradley, in my opinion. Avery Bradley does provide a little bit more ball handling off the bench, but they didn't really need that, as I've got Kendrick Nunn coming off of the bench and Tyler Hero and stuff. So I do think the Heat will be a top 5 seed in the Eastern Conference. They'll probably make the second round at the very minimum, probably the East Finals. I want to say that, but I do see the Heat being number 3 seed. At 4, I have the Nets. 5, I have the Raptors. 6, the Sixers, and 7 and 8 could be either one. I've put the Hawks and the Wizards. Either way, it's probably going to be both teams don't play a lot of defense, so that's I might have the Wizards at the 7th and the Hawks at the 8th seed, just because the Wizards do have a little bit more experience and a much more defensive orientated point guard in Russell Westbrook. So I do think the Wizards, if everybody stays healthy, Wizards will be the 7th seed, the Hawks will be the 8th seed. Moving over to the West, I do have the Lakers as the number 1 seed. Pretty obvious. They're defending champions. LeBron and AD both on contracts. They've brought in great players like Montrezl Harrell, Dennis Schroeder, Marc Gasol. Absolutely great. Good signings. Helps bring, they still have Kyle Kuzma. I still think the Lakers are going to be extremely competitive. And to be honest with you, I don't see them losing too many games. At number 2 in the West, I have the Denver Nuggets. I do think the Denver Nuggets are a very, very underrated team. They're very good at home and away as well. I think they haven't really They haven't really changed their roster up too much. Yeah, they still got players in Gary Harris and Michael Porter Jr., so they should be fine there. They've got Will Barton as well. So the Nuggets are still one of the best teams in the Western Conference as well. So I have them going too. Number 3. Now, this is a bit controversial. I have the Portland Trail Blazers at number 3. And because when they're healthy, the Trail Blazers are absolutely insane. They have a lineup of Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, Carmelo Anthony, or Robert Covington, or you could even play one of those guys at the 4, and then you have Yusuf Nurkic. That's absolutely crazy. I think that is a very competitive team in the Western Conference, and as long as they all stay healthy and Nurkic comes back as his old self, I think they'll have an absolutely terrific season. And then I'll quickly just run through the rest here. I got the Clippers at number 4, the Warriors at 5. I would have the Warriors above Portland if they still had Klay Thompson, but Klay Thompson's out for the season, so I put them down to 5 as long as they do stay healthy. Dallas at 6, Phoenix at 7, and Houston at 8. A couple of honorable mentions I do have for the West is Memphis, New Orleans, San Antonio, and Sacramento. Those 4 teams I had to leave out. I do think the Houston Rockets, even with James Harden, I still think the Houston Rockets are going to be competitive. He's still going to get you 35 points a night, so I think the Houston Rockets are still going to be really competitive. If they do trade James Harden, then that probably will fall down. As long as John Wall stays healthy, everyone stays healthy, I still see the Rockets making the playoffs, at the end of the season. After saying that, if you guys want to see playoff predictions, like way too early playoff predictions with these brackets, let me know down in the comments and I will try and get one done for you guys. So I have a couple of people written down here for individual awards. I'll start with Coach of the Year. I think Terry Stotts would be Coach of the Year with the Portland Trail Blazers. I think if he can get that team to the 3 seed in the Western Conference and win, say 50 to 55 games, Coach of the Year would go to Terry Stotts, or even Eric Spoelstra or Brad Stevens from the East with the Celtics and the Heat. Either one of those 3, I think, would be finalists for Coach of the Year, unless there's a crazy team that comes out of nowhere and makes like the 4th seed in either conference that I don't even have predicted on here. I would give them Coach of the Year as well. 6th man, I don't 100% know if they're going to be starting Dennis Schroeder or play LeBron at the point. I don't know what they're doing there. I do have Dennis Schroeder down as 6th man of the year. He came in 2nd last season to Montrezl Harrell. I do think Dennis Schroeder, he's going to do well. Deep down, I think they're going to be starting Dennis Schroeder. I want them to start Dennis Schroeder and play LeBron at the 3, but I think they might be playing him as the 6th man role. Most improved player, I have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's now been given the entire offense for the Thunder. Yes, he doesn't have too many pieces around him anymore, but Shai Gilgeous, he's going to be able to go out there, get his buckets. I reckon he's going to be averaging about 25, 26 a night on 6-7 assists, 5 rebounds, shooting about 41% from the field. I want to see that. I think he would win most improved. If he puts up a stat line like that, Shai Gilgeous, that award is all yours, mate. Defensive Player of the Year. I have Anthony Davis down right here. And that could be subject to change depending on who's playing well defensively. It could be Giannis. Giannis probably going to be up there. Rudy Gobert's always up there in Defensive Player of the Year. Joel Embiid, he's always up there as well, so it could be anyone's, but Anthony Davis did come up runner-up last year, and I do think he will probably take another step defensively for this Lakers team, and I do think Anthony Davis would come in and win DPOY. Rookie of the Year. I have LaMelo Ball winning. Only because in Minnesota, you do have D'Angelo Russell, that would probably be your main ball handler. And then you have Karl Anthony Towns as well. So I think Anthony Edwards would be the 3rd option for that Minnesota team, whereas LaMelo Ball, he'll be the 1st or 2nd option for the Hornets. I think LaMelo would be that player that would win Rookie of the Year. I have a feeling he could even average 20 points in his first season. Probably not going to happen. I'd say 16, 17 points, about 5 assists I want to see from LaMelo. That would be absolutely awesome to see him like that. Now, for the 2 big awards, for the 2 big parts of the season, the MVP, I have 3 players written down here. Only reason I have 3 is because I think Giannis can win it again. The only reason I don't think that's going to happen is it's rarely ever. I don't think it's ever been seen where a guy has won MVP 3 times in a row. Only reason I'm saying that, though, is because Giannis is an excellent regular season player. He's absolutely amazing during the regular season. MVP. He looks like the best player in the world when he's during the regular season. Just when it comes to the playoffs, teams know how to defend him, and he can't get more than like 20 points, and he can only run the break and get points like that. If he learns to shoot the three ball a lot better, I think he will, he will be definitely much better in the playoffs. But as he is right now, I don't think he's going to be doing any good in the playoffs. So the three players that I have down, I have Giannis. He's probably my favorite to win the MVP award. I have Luka Doncic. The only reason I have another player down is because Luka is a bit injury prone. Last year he was in the MVP conversation. But he went down with an ankle injury just before the All-Star break, and he fell back down. Also, it's his third year in the league. They'll probably give it to a more experienced player instead of a player like Luka, who's still on his rookie contract. But I would like to see Luka go and get it as a, 22-year-old? That'd be crazy. And the last player I have down for MVP is Anthony Davis. Only reason I have him at 3 is because he's playing with LeBron James. That's the only reason. That's literally the only reason. He's playing with LeBron James, playing with another MVP caliber player. So he's probably going to be like third option for the MVP. I think I'd probably go Giannis or Luka more than Anthony Davis in my opinion. They have more shots, LeBron and AD, they have to share the shots, whereas Giannis and Luka don't have to share as many shots. And the big prediction, NBA champions, I'm saying the Los Angeles Lakers. I think this year, everything goes right for them. They can go back-to-back. They can win another championship. Either the Lakers, or if the Bucks get it right, I want to say the Bucks. But I thought the Bucks could make it to the finals last year, and I was really surprised when they lost in the second round. I think if the Bucks get it to work with Drew Holiday and Giannis shoots the ball a lot better from outside, I do think the Bucks are going to be a lot more. They're going to pose more of a threat in the playoffs. After seeing the offseason that the Lakers have had and how much better they've gotten from being champions, and now they made their team even better, I just can't see any other team except the Lakers. If everybody stays healthy, if you turn injuries off, I see the Lakers still winning a championship because LeBron's going to be LeBron, AD is going to be the AD. Adding Schroeder, Gasol, and Montrezl Harrell, I just don't see the Lakers losing. But yeah, that's my NBA, way too early NBA predictions. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Let me know your predictions as well. I want to know what you guys have to say. I'll be looking down in the comments once this video is posted to see what you guys have to say. So be sure to go down there and leave a comment of your opinions and your predictions as well. I want to know. But yeah, that's going to do it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. If you want more chillax videos like this, let me know down in the comments as well. I want to hear about that. But that's going to do it, guys. Hopefully you all enjoyed. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!